how to use Rongland BNV1-9 night vision binoculars. So these binoculars, they come in a very nice box or case, however you want to call it, very sturdy, strong. Simply press the latches to open the box, remove the device from the case. It will probably come wrapped in something. Inspect it visually to see if everything's okay, and quickly familiarize yourself with it. So first thing I would suggest we do is to install the batteries, observing their polarity as marked on the device. So let's unscrew the battery cap first and install the batteries. So again, the polarity is shown. Make sure that you install batteries with a protective circuit. This is usually a standard, but some older batteries might not have it and the device might not work with it at all. If that happens, don't worry, just get other batteries. Okay, to turn the device on, simply press the power button once briefly, and you should see the power LED should come on, and it's green, and you should see the light in the eyepieces. Now, depending on the model of your device, the light will be, or the picture will either be green or white. The viewing experience is exactly the same, just a bit of a different color. You can start observation straight away. So if you are in a bright environment, so like I'm now, or if you are outside during the day, do not remove these lens caps when the device is on. Even if it's off, keep it on, because if you accidentally press the power button, you might damage the device. This is an analog device, not a digital one. Digital ones, they can handle the strong light. These might not be able, and they might break. So you can start observations even in the bright room like this. You can check if everything's fine. You can then adjust the focus using the using the eyepieces, and adjust the diopter at the back with each ocular or eyepiece. There is no focus adjustment in the front. The lenses are fixed at 20 meters to infinity. So if you want to adjust focus, you need to point at something far away, 20 meters or ideally more. Now, when you have the lens caps on, because the aperture is very small, due to physics, the focus will be much further. So it will start even a few meters away. So you can, during observations like this, you can adjust focus even on a short distance. It should still work. But normally during the night, when you remove the lens caps, which go to the side and have those lovely rubber holders, it's 20 meters and further. Okay, so next thing you can do is to turn on the IR beam with this one button. Press the button once, and you will see the IR LED come on, and it's red. And you can adjust the beam, the focus of the beam with this lens, and you can just turn it or twist it a little bit one way or the other, and the focus will become narrow or wider. And it does make a difference in many situations, so it's a very good thing to have. The other option is to turn on the proximity sensor. Just simply press the A button once, and when you're in a dark environment, this will not work in bright environments by design. When you put it to your eyes, it will turn on, and when you take it away from your eyes, it will switch itself off to conserve the battery. What you need to also remember is that when you switch this device off, so to do it, you press the the power button. By the way, you can press any button again and it will switch off that function. So press the button again. Once again, okay. The green light disappears next to PWR marking, but curiously enough, the picture is still visible. Now, this is normal with the first generation night vision devices, analog ones. So no need to panic, everything's fine. It's actually better for us because we can continue observations because the device is still working and for a minute or two. Now, because of that, remember to keep the lens caps on when you go into a bright environment. So even if you are in a bright environment, keep them on, because if you accidentally switch it on, you might damage the device. The digital devices are resistant to strong light usually, whereas these are not. And obviously never point at the sun. Whether it's digital or analog, never point them at the sun. It will burn your sensor or other elements in the camera, so to say, or in the device. This thing can be also mounted on a tripod. So there is this very strong metal bit with a 1/4 inch thread. It's a standard thread for standard tripods. You will just need to buy some adapters like these and mount them. Probably you will need 2 of them, or you can have 1 of these and 1 of these. That will do as well. And you screw it into the right place, and you can then mount it on a tripod. The other thing is, when you observe things at night and you take the device away from your eyes, the light beaming from the eyepieces can light up your face, or will actually light up your face, which might reveal your position. I don't know if that is something that you need to worry about, but if yes, then remember about that. You need to somehow deal with that. Maybe maybe just covering the lens, those eyepieces, or find another way to deal with it. And basically this is it. Once you finish working with the device and you plan to put it back in the case and storing it, remove the batteries. That's quite important to protect the device from discharge, or the batteries, protect the batteries from discharging and protect the device from faulty batteries that sometimes happen. So I do recommend that, and also to avoid the frustration of having batteries discharged. Turn the battery cap back in, and before you put the device away, make sure that it's dry and clean. So if it's wet, take a towel or some other cloth and wipe it. If it's dirty, again, find a piece of cloth or something and wipe it with a tissue. Remember, do not pour water over it. It's not waterproof. Yeah, it may be splash proof, but not waterproof really. So careful with this device. Yes, we know they might survive being even submerged in water, and very often they do, but do you want to take the risk if you don't need to? I do not recommend submerging it in water. So follow the manufacturer's instructions, which you will find in the manual. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care.